guys, it's Yvonne here from Myrtle and Eve. Today we're going to learn how to work the plaits and picots that you find around the edge of my Emmeline pattern. So let's begin. So first let's just understand what we're doing here. The plait comes up the edge here, then we do a picot around this outer pin, and then a plait back to here. The plait actually uses two pairs. Oops, this pen's not working very well. So something like that. Okay, so let's have a go. So we take the two outer pairs, and then a plait is just as simple as cross twist, cross twist, cross twist, as many times as you need to cross twist until you've reached the point that you're going to. So let's count, because it's always a good idea to count how many you do so that you can be consistent throughout the rest of the pattern for a better overall look. Okay, so we're going to go cross twist, that's 1, cross twist, that's 2, and I think we've got room for another one, cross twist, that's 3. And actually, I'm going to say there's room for another one. Cross twist, 4. Okay. So now it's time to do the picot. Now a picot is just a little loop around the edge of a piece of lace. So in buck's point, you'll see it a lot more of it. That's a typical edging on a piece of buck's point lace. It has all these little tiny loops down the side. They're picots. In this, you can see they're just a little tiny loop at the point of where the plaits go. To work our picot, we're going to do 5 twists in this pair that's making the picot, so which will be the pair on the outer edge, whether you're working right or left, it's the same thing. And I'll show you how to do a left-handed picot in a little while so you can see the difference. Okay, so 5 twists. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we take a pin and we pass the thread over the pin and then under the pin. And then don't tighten it, we need it slack still. We're going to put the pin in the hole and put the bobbin down. Now see how I've left that loose? That's important. Now we take the other thread from the pair and we make a loop that comes out and around the pin, out to the outside and down. And now you can gently tension the two together. Then we put 2 more twists to finish the picot, and to hold it all in place and tighten it up against the pin, we're going to go cross twist, and gently tension. Now that's 2 cross twists already in our plait, so we need to do 2 more so that we match this side. So cross twist, and that brings us back to work this row of pins. So I'm just doing a simple dip, nothing fancy. And I might even do a whole stitch on the edge to make it a bit firmer. Okay, so I just quickly work this ground and we can do that again. Okay, 3 more pins. 1, 2, and 3. Okay, so we're ready to work another plait over here now. So 4 cross twists we worked out is what we're going to do, or it actually looks, now that I've done it, you could potentially use another one. So let's do 5. So you can always undo this. If you do it once and you don't love the way it looks, you can undo it. So just keep that in mind while you're working out the right number of stitches to do in your plait. So let's go cross, twist, cross, twist, cross, twist. That's 3. And just a little, helps to give it a little gentle tension every couple of stitches, and then 2 more. Cross, twist, and a little tension. Yeah, I think that's helps fill in the shape a bit better there. Okay, so 5 twists for our picot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And take a pin and hold it out and pass the thread over it and under it like so, keeping it slack. Pop the pin in and then take the other thread and bring it around to the outside first and then inside over the top, and then we can gently tension them together, and you'll sort of feel there's like a little snap. It's not a tight snap like when you're doing a knot, but it you can feel that it's sitting in place properly now. Okay, 1, 2 twists, and then we're ready to go into the plait, but we'll use the first stitch of the plait to help tension up our picot. So cross, twist, tension up the picot. Okay, cross, twist. I think that's 4 now, so we need 1 more cross, twist, yes. Okay, and then we can work the surrounding ground. So that's really all there is to it. I'll just finish this section and then I'll show you what a left hand picot looks like. There are some patterns that will have picots either side, and some patterns where it only goes one way, but depending which direction you work it will depend whether you need a right hand picot or a left hand picot. Okay, that's far enough there. All right, so we have our 2 pairs on the edge to work the plait. So it's the same thing. Now it's always a good idea to hold the pairs in the direction that you're working them, or roughly so. It just helps the plait to form a nice shape. So we were doing, what did we decide? 5 cross twists. So 1, 2, give it a little tension, 1, 3, 4, little tension, and 1 more makes 5. So same thing, we start our picot with 5 twists, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then we take the pin. Now you'll notice I'm holding it in my other hand this time. It really is important to learn to use both hands for doing the picots, either left-handed or right-handed, or on the left or right side. Okay, so the same thing, we pass the thread over the pin and under the pin, pop the pin in the hole, and then again we're going to go around the pin. So we head to the outside first and then around inside. We can gently tension before putting in 2 twists and then work. Give it a little tension there to push all the stitches of the picot up around the pin, all the twists. Okay, so that's 2 for our plait, 3, 4, 5, and there we go. You can just pop these next couple of stitches in to hold it all in place, and that's how you work plaits and picots. I hope you found that helpful.